The bustling ambience of Chez Luxe, an upscale restaurant in the heart of the city, buzzed with the chatter of well-dressed patrons and the clinking of fine china. It was a place where the elite dined, and the waitstaff was trained to serve with precision and grace. Among the servers was Maya, a young black waitress who had worked at Chez Luxe for 2 years. She was known for her warm smile and dedication. She never let the occasional rude customer shake her spirit, but today was different. At table 14 sat Olivia Carrington, a wealthy businesswoman who thrived on power. Dressed in an elegant white pantsuit, she exuded an air of authority, her manicured nails tapping impatiently against the table. Across from her sat her assistant, Amelia, a quiet, nervous woman who followed Olivia's lead like a shadow. Maya approached their table with her usual cheer. "Good evening, ladies. Welcome to Chez Luxe. May I start you off with some drinks?" Olivia barely glanced at Maya. "Water. No lemon," she said curtly. "And for you, ma'am?" Maya turned to Amelia, who hesitated before replying. "I'll have the same, please." Maya nodded and turned to retrieve the drinks, but before she could take a step, Olivia cleared her throat loudly. "Excuse me," Olivia said, narrowing her eyes. "Did I say you could leave?" Maya paused, confused. "I apologize. Was there something else you needed?" Olivia sighed dramatically. "Just better service. I don't appreciate being ignored." Maya swallowed hard, keeping her expression neutral. "I assure you, ma'am, I'm here to provide the best service possible." Olivia scoffed. "We'll see about that." The evening continued in the same fashion. Every move Maya made was scrutinized. Olivia sent back her order twice, complained about the water temperature, and made passive-aggressive comments about proper etiquette. Amelia sat quietly, clearly uncomfortable but too afraid to interject. Maya remained professional, but inside, her patience was wearing thin. She had dealt with rude customers before, but Olivia's treatment felt personal. Every word dripped with condescension, every glance filled with disdain. What Olivia failed to notice, however, was the man sitting alone at the table behind her. Dressed in a tailored navy blue suit, his presence was commanding yet unassuming. He had observed the entire exchange, his sharp eyes taking in Olivia's behavior and Maya's composure. He had seen this kind of arrogance before, and he didn't like it. After Olivia's latest complaint, this time about the spacing of the cutlery, the man decided it was time to intervene. He placed his napkin down, stood, and approached their table. "Excuse me, miss," he addressed Maya kindly. "May I have a word with your manager?" Maya's stomach dropped. Was he going to complain about her too? "Of course, sir," she said, masking her anxiety. Before she could leave, Olivia let out a laugh. "Oh, please do complain. I'd love to see how this place justifies their terrible service." The man turned to Olivia, his gaze steady. "Actually, I'd like to discuss something entirely different." At that moment, the restaurant manager, Mr. Patel, arrived. "Is there a problem here?" The man extended a hand. James Langford, CEO of Langford Enterprises. The name sent a ripple through the restaurant. Olivia's smirk faltered. James Langford was a renowned businessman, a philanthropist known for his fair leadership and charitable efforts. "I couldn't help but witness the way this young woman has been treated tonight," James continued, his voice calm but firm. "I believe no employee should be subjected to such disrespect, especially not someone as professional as Maya." Olivia's face turned red. I was just expecting proper service," she stammered. "Proper service," James repeated, "does not mean humiliation. It's one thing to expect quality dining. It's another to belittle someone who's working hard." Amelia, emboldened by James's presence, finally spoke. "Maya has been nothing but polite, Olivia." Olivia turned to her assistant in shock. "Excuse me?" Amelia straightened. "I think Mr. Langford is right." A hush fell over the table. Olivia's carefully crafted superiority was crumbling. She opened her mouth to argue, but James held up a hand. "I believe an apology is in order," he said. Maya, who had remained silent, finally spoke. "With all due respect, Mr. Langford, I don't need an apology. I just need to be treated with the same dignity as anyone else. James nodded. Fair enough. He turned back to Olivia. But I hope you take this as a lesson, Miss Carrington. How we treat people, especially those in service, speaks volumes about our character. With that, he placed a generous tip on the table for Maya and returned to his seat. Olivia sat stiffly, her face burning with humiliation. She had spent years climbing to the top, ensuring no one dared challenge her, but tonight, she had been put in her place. And the worst part? She knew James Langford was right. Amelia offered Maya a small, appreciative smile before Olivia hurriedly paid the bill and left without another word. Maya exhaled, relief washing over her. She looked toward James, who gave her a respectful nod. For the first time that evening, she truly smiled, not out of politeness, but because she had been seen, heard, and most importantly, valued.